Hey, Bolo Buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, I have a featured seller video for you guys. If you're new to my channel, a featured seller video is a seller from my Facebook group who has some really nice bolos. So a bolo is an item that you can buy low and sell high, an item to be on the lookout for. So I have 17 coming your way, and she gave me a little extra information on some of them. So I am going to give you guys a little more information than I typically do because she did take the time to write all of this out. So we're going to get started here. We're going to dig right in. We're going to learn about some bolos and what to look for. And I don't know. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Comment below. Comments help. Bump me in the search. All right. I'm going to dig into some bolos. You guys know all that. All right. Here we go. Get my screen share up. And the first item we're going to talk about is this watchmaker's jewel setting tool. And it's very, very old. And her grandfather was a horologist, I think is how you say it. And she was cleaning up his house after he passed away. And that taught her one big thing about big money bolos are watch tools that are vintage. She did take a best offer of $240 on this, and she got it free. Let's see what she wrote here. She basically just said, if you see watchmaker tools, definitely do your research. Usually a high dollar bolo. She's sold many over the years. All right, the next item is this vintage Burberry. It's a trench coat, and it says the man's shop on the tag. And from what I understand, Burberry's had an S on it. When it, like the vintage stuff, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But somebody else had one listed. Same thing. It said it's got the S on the end. Does anybody know for sure, like, when did they make the change from Burberry's to Burberry? Okay, so I want you guys to notice these buckles. So what she wrote that, she said, even though the leather buckles were worn, it still sold within 2 months. I first listed it before winter and forgot to relist it until December. Once I relisted it, it sold within 4 or 5 weeks. I photographed all the buckles and made sure to include that in my description. If anyone ever finds this brand with messed up buckles like I did, always mention in your ad that they can reorder the replacements from Burberry themselves. I don't know how much the buckles cost, but I do know they sell them. They sell those pretty easily. So it sounds like from what she's saying, you can get the buckles directly from the manufacturer. I'm wondering if that's even the case for the vintage items, like if they still carry that style or model, you know what I mean? So interesting, definitely something to look into. But I know sometimes people buying vintage, they like that old look. The next item is this discontinued Lewis Green women's hat with the feather. And she said she got this at the bin, so she paid per pound. Since it was super light, she probably paid less than $1 for it. It fit into a regional rate A flat box. One of the biggest overlooked bolos are decorated or feathered hats, the kind older women would wear to church. They are extremely expensive, she says. This was a Lewis Green who made hats only for a few years and stopped producing them about 3 years ago. They're highly collectible and sell for a minimum of $100. I listed this one low to ensure a quick sale, and it sold in 5 weeks. That is amazing. She said lewisgreen.com is a great site for new people to look at for hat information. In her descriptions, it talks about weave of fabric, hat style, and uses some keywords that would help in descriptions on eBay. Any hat that looks like, she called it a church lady hat. Also the hats that they wear to horse races, I can't think of what they're called, but those are also very, can be a bolo, sought after. If you can get it under if you can get it under $5, I would be very confident in telling folks to absolutely buy it. And if you don't have to fret looking it up beforehand, they are fast sellers if in great shape with all decorations attached. So she's saying, like, if they're selling it at an estate sale for $100, definitely look it up. But if you can get it for $5 or less, she said, grab it and take your chances. So what did I sell? Ooh, I sold some stick pins. If you guys don't know what, they're like hat pins, stick pins, lapel pins. That'll be in one of my future videos. The next item are these Swid POW coffee mugs. Pattern is notebook, and it looks like she has 2 more available and 1 sold. So she got these at the Bins, which is the Goodwill outlets. She said, I did not know much about them until I picked those up. I picked them up because they are what I jokingly refer to as a close cow pattern. Over the years, anything I see that is tighter black and white pattern that looks like cow pattern, but with less white, has been something that was either worth a resell or at least worth learning the maker. This one was both. So it sounds like she does well with cow print items. He sold many high-end plates, mugs, and other kitchenware in the 80s. If you find anything with his name on it, it's more than likely worth $100 a piece, if not more. So Swid POW, SWID POW, POWELL. She said she paid $1.57 per pound at the Bins for 6 of his mugs, sold 1 set of 2 within 4 minutes of posting them, and they have been active ever since. So she says she gets messages often with offers. She doesn't have best offer on it, so people are just messaging her trying to get her to take an offer, which happens. So the next item is this Santa Clara pottery, sold just yesterday, has been listed for 3 weeks. Oops, I forgot to turn the page. Here we go. Found it at the Bins. I don't know a lot about pottery, but I do know that glaze, black with a shiny glaze, originated from the Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona area. There are a lot of styles, but the most collectible ones are animal shaped with turquoise stone eyes. This girl is like a wealth of knowledge. This kind of pottery is very common at Goodwills, but I rarely see it at the Bins, so this was nice to find. Painted on signatures or signatures carved into the clay tend to be copycats, and sometimes it's not the quality that folks collect. It's pretty much a given if you find this that it will sell, but check the signature as well and hope for pencil written. So that's interesting. This I took a best offer of $40 and paying by the pound, that was like $1 or less that she paid for it. So here is the signature that she's talking about. So that's interesting little fact that I didn't know. And I don't know what her background is, if she's just been selling a long time or studies up on things, but she seems to know a lot. New Galton board. I'm not sure what this is. Let's see. Some sort of toy? Huh. That's what it looks like. That's interesting. So she found this at the Bins, also the Goodwill Bins, which is the Goodwill outlet where you pay for things by the pound. I only picked this up because it was complete, and when I took my cart to the side, I scanned it. They sell fast for whatever they are. I have no clue. All right, I feel better because she doesn't know what it is. It says Math in Motion, and so maybe it's some sort of math tool. She said, when I'm at the Bins, I always pick up something if it looks complete and has a barcode. I just put it in my cart and keep digging and scan it when I'm ready to stop. I know this is some kind of mathematics toy, maybe something to set on your desk and play with, but I really know nothing else about it. So again, just scan the barcode. She said it sold within 5 weeks and may have cost just a little over $1 because it was by weight. The next item is this Museum Artifacts men's tie. It's got rifles and revolvers on it. Let's see what the tag looks like. That's what the tag looks like. This came from the Goodwill Bins. She said anything that is outside of the norm on ties is always worth looking up. This still had its sewn-on price tag and the cardboard piece that slides inside of the tie to hold it flat. I was surprised to see that. Guns, cars, and bold colors tend to do well when it comes to men's ties. Bought it at the bins by weight, so it cost a few pennies. Sold after 2 to 3 months, and it looks like it sold for a best offer of $30, which is fantastic for a tie that you paid like 50 cents for or less. Silver jeans. One person that always talks about silver jeans is Flippin' Hippos. If you have not checked out her YouTube channel, definitely go check it out. She does a lot of plush and a lot of jeans. She picked these, the gal that I'm featuring, which is called Vintage Goop, picked these up at the Goodwill Bins. She said she knew nothing of them until she found these, but silver brand jeans are very popular. They sold quickly, probably around 2 or 3 weeks at best, and she took a best offer of $30. The next item is this fish out of water Bistro Fish by Westland Giftware. So she said Westland Giftware was not a bin find. She bought this from the Goodwill for $3.99. The reason I picked it up was that it was not a common sight, but also when it was in my hand, it felt heavy for its size. I went ahead and bought it without looking it up. It sold in 5 weeks of a best offer of $60, and it went to Australia. So yeah, it's just an interesting piece. So sometimes you just got to go with your gut. I wanted to see if there was any marking on it. There we go. I mean, it's not vintage or anything like that. So that's an interesting piece. Brand new sealed Molly and American Girl collection 6-book set. This was a bins find. That case of books was rather heavy for its size. I'm pretty sure it was close to 3 pounds per pound at the bins. That would make it $2 to $3. I picked it up because it was sealed, had a barcode, and right now American Girl anything seems to be a hit. This sold in under 3 weeks. And it looks like it sold for $55.99. This 3D mug, Disney Parks Mary Poppins, Goodwill bin. Oh wait, I'm sorry. She got this at the Goodwill, not the bins. She spent 99 cents on it. She said those mugs sell for 65 to 75, but she wanted a quick sale. I listed it 60 and it sold within 3 hours. It looks like she took a best offer of $50. She said any 3D Disney cup will move very fast, but this one is the fastest selling one they have made. Since it is discontinued, folks grab it the second it lists. The next item is this unique TCU horned frog. Ooh, Colossian? I don't know what that is. Colossian? Sorry, guys. Christmas ornament. Ball-toed lizard, which I'm trying to figure out where these keywords are coming from. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. So anyway, this was a bin find. It was super light, so it cost under $1. This sold after Christmas and was listed for about 3 weeks. I picked it up because it was rather unique and took a chance on it. There was nothing like it listed anywhere, and I decided to post it. Looks like it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Panasonic remote control. So this is another bin find, Goodwill Bins. It's a remote, does not have corrosion, has the back panel on it. I grab it and look it up when I'm ready to check out. I find at least 5 remotes every time I go. Again, this was super lightweight, so $1 or less, sold within 6 weeks for $29.99 plus shipping. A side note for those selling and looking at remotes. And also, Lot of Josh has a YouTube channel, Lot of Josh, and he has a video on how to test remotes. But she says you can use your phone camera, like your cell phone camera, to do it. So again, Lot of Josh has a step-by-step video on how to do that. So definitely go check that out. These Burton snowboard boots were $1 at a garage sale and were unworn. I know I could have priced those higher, but I wanted a quick sale. Those usually sell for 75 and up. I listed these and sold them within 3 weeks. And it looks like she had 2 pairs, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe she sold them and then the person didn't pay and she just relisted them. Not really sure. I'm guessing she didn't have 2 pair. The next item is this Lamp Burger Paris Oil Lamp Wave Teal color. I'm not sure what this is. Is it, I don't know. Is it some sort of, let's see, box, what she got it under? Home fragrances. So it's some sort of fragrance thing. Intact and box at best price would have been about $1 by weight. So another Goodwill bin find. Sold during Christmas rush, and I had it listed for about 2 months. For those, the colored ones are hot. I have a clear one that hasn't moved for 4 months. So it sounds like you want the ones that are colored. The next item is this vintage 1970 Barbie horse hauler trailer. This was also from the bins. It was inside of a suitcase. It had all the parts and had the truck, but the front of the truck was cracked. So I took off all of the removable parts and listed those separately, and sold the ponies and trailer within 6 weeks for $45. So that is all of her items. I'm going to take you into her store. Again, it's Vintage Goop. And she is a member of my Facebook group. And I asked for somebody who gets items from the bins, the Goodwill bins, to message me with their eBay store. Because I'm always curious about things that people can get paying by the pound. I have a Goodwill bins near me, but I've only went one time. I probably need to try it again, and I probably need to record it for you guys because you guys would probably crack up. But you can see she's got a really, really cool store. I'm going to post a link in the description of the video if you guys would like to go check out what else she has. Feel free to do that. It's always nice to check out other featured seller stores, because you know that if they're finding bolos, that here's another one of those lamp. That one's green. So Ivory Snow, yeah, that's cool. But she's got a lot of really neat stuff. So yeah, definitely go check it out. I'm not going to show you guys everything. I want you guys to go check it out. All right, well, I thank you for watching. I'm not in my normal place. I'm sitting in the upstairs today. I didn't feel like going to the basement to record my videos. So yeah, I'm in my living room. So thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. If you hit that bell, that will alert you when I post new videos, which is greatly appreciated. And leave me a comment. That helps bump me in the algorithm of YouTube. And you guys know how it is with your eBay items. You want them to be seen. You try to do things to be seen in the search. Well, it's the same with YouTube. And when you guys comment and hit that thumbs up, that really helps me, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching. And there should be some videos, and there's a picture of me. I think it'll be over here. If you click on that, you can subscribe. And then the other videos that are going to be popping up, you can click on those. If you made it to the end of the video, comment, I made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.